Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza Creates. Welcome to my channel, and I'm gonna be playing with my new stamp set that just arrived. It's for my Mother's Day present, which isn't for a few weeks, but we won't be in the country, so I went, I'm gonna order it now. So yeah, got that, and I'm gonna use piano roll. So yeah, this is piano roll. I have not really played much with it, and I've got 3 full rolls and this one, and all I've ever done with this one is add bits of it to swaps. So yeah, I thought let's get using it, and I thought I want to use these stamps, and I won't use piano roll, and I want to make sort of like tickety things. So you saw there, piano roll just rolls up, that not rolling up. And so what I did, I saw it ages ago on a video, I mean last year, could have even been before then. That's how long it is since to take me to get around to doing this, that they said if you put a heat tool on this side, it straightens it a bit, and it certainly worked to an extent. Still wants to come up a little bit, but that's pretty well flattened. So yeah, it took quite a while. I used the heat tool, and there's bits of the paper that scorched, but I think that adds to its appeal. But that seemed to work. Now you've got like a shiny side and a not so shiny side to it, so I'm going to stamp on the not so shiny side because I think that will probably be better. And I'm going to use this field notes. I'm very excited about this. I have wanted this for a very long time, yeah, I did put it on my Christmas list, and I got a different stamp set from Tim for Christmas. Obviously my family didn't love me enough to spend the amount of money that this is, but you know, hey ho, fair enough. So I thought there are some things here that kind of lend themselves immediately for stamping on and cutting out, so I'm gonna do those. So this one's got your bit around it. My other set doesn't have a bit of rubber around it, but that's okay. I can cope with that. So there's still the little bit of the perforations on it because it is brand new out the packet. I mean, I remember Ed went, how much for a stamp set? I went, yeah, but you get loads and loads of stamps in it, so it's good value, and I will use it forever. So yeah, so getting them out of that little round one, and I just thought it'd be good, make myself little bits of ephemera to have in my little box ready to use in clusters. Got labels, I might get them out in a minute. I'll just do these ones that are obvious to begin with. Yeah. So get them on blocks ready. So they do cling very well to the blocks. I know a lot of junk journalists pick them up in their hands, and I do that myself, but I'm not today. What I'm trying to say. Oh, can't lift that. There. So there we go. That's them. Don't need that one for now. So I'm gonna use my soft suede. might use a bit of early espresso as well. Look, you can see it's beginning to curl up a little bit. That magic didn't last massively long, but that's good. And I quite like the idea of the holes in it. I thought that would add a little bit of extra appeal, having perforations in them. That was what I was thinking. So that one I'm going to have quite a few holes in. Yeah, I might go for something darker as well. Let me get my chamois, clean my stamps off. So it just needs a little bit more water on there. It's just chamois, you just wet it and it cleans your stamps. It looks dirty, but it you don't get, it kind of holds all the ink and it don't come off in your hands. It's good. I like it. I've got a Stampin' Scrub as well, but I dug that out the other day. My Stampin' Scrub needs cleaning, that's partly what it is. So there we go. Oh, I like it in the dark as well. And this, I wonder what it looks like stamped off. Oh, that looks good stamped off, and it's a different shade to that. So there I've got 3 different shades. I reckon if I stamped off the soft suede, it wouldn't look like very much. Right, I reckon I can fit that one in there. Yep. Stamp it off. Yep. Like that. Let's just have my chamois to hand. Soft suede. So I've done this with, like, I'm gonna stamp one off. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it's not too bad actually. I was putting that in there to clean off. I like having these sort of things ready made to hand. They're sort of useful for decorating things. Well, it's curling right up again now, but it's not as bad as it was. Yeah, and they help your projects get made quite quickly, I think. Right, let's have a received. Love it. Another one up there. Shall we stamp off again and see what we get? Yeah, that works, doesn't it? And I might do some of these in different colours. I'm just going to use these colours for now, get them all stamped out in this colour. And then we'll experiment with some others. I do like these little labels. Will he fit in there? No, he won't, Jess. No, he won't. We'll go that way then. Cool. And then we'll have the fun and games of cutting them out. And I just love that they've got little holes in. So that one's decided to come off a bit. Let's do these round ones through the round window. Yeah, I'm hoping that some of my circle punches will punch these out. I could actually measure them and then I'd know. And then stick one of those. Will that fit in there? Yeah, it will. Cooking on gas, Jez. Cooking on gas. So I just thought, nice little easy project. And I say I've done it with coffee stain paper, tea stain paper, avocado stain paper. You could do it on scrapbook paper that you don't particularly like. And if you watched my video about getting the paper off of cardboard boxes, do it on that as well. That would work a treat. Love it. I don't think I did. Oh, I did it up there, in it. So, and then we've got some without holes. Right, got one more to do. This side up. So that's a solid one with a few holes in. Nice. Like it. Right, have a couple more of these just to fill the space. And then we'll cut them out, and I might make a few clusters with them. There we go. I was kind of thinking about something then. I don't quite know what. Right, I'm going to move that down a tad so it's got some holes in. There we are. There we go. So I could put some of these wee things in these gaps. Oh, that was really close together there, Jez. There we go. That will do. Right, so that is... I was going to change colour, wasn't I? I'll have to get another sheet if I'm going to change colour. Right, so the stickies come off that. But what I've got is, so Stampin' Up stamps. I thought I got some. Oh, I had some up there because it kept falling down to the other day, and now I want it. It won't come down at all. There we go. So these are the clings from Stampin' Up stamp, which is really, really good. So I might, because that one is just a bit annoying. So I'm going to take a bit of this, about the right size, stick it on my block. You want to make sure you're doing this with the right size side sticking. So I've seen other people who've said that they've got the big thing that the stamp set comes in, and then several of them are separate to it because they fall off. So this will stop it falling off. There we go. And then I can see where that sticky is. Stick it on there, and then that's got sticky on there, and it ain't going nowhere. There. So that's that. That's what I've done. Right. So now I can cut some of these out. Move my board off now, don't need it. Add the board there really because I was using the heat tool. So that was clearly just a temporary measure. I'm hoping as I cut these out that because they're smaller bits they'll work. Right, 1.5 inch. I've got a 1.5 inch circle punch, and that is 7/8. So I've got a 3/4 inch and I've got an inch. So that one's not going to work, is it? But the 1.5, that's 1.25 inches. Where's my 1.5 inch? Somewhere else, clearly. Craft a lunch. That's 1 3/4. I've got every circle. There we go. So now I'm wondering, because it's quite thin paper, if it will punch or if I need to put something behind. Well, it has punched, but not brilliantly. So I'll just go around that. So if using the punch, it will need a scrap behind. But I quite like that. So we've got some distressed bits, and I think that will look cool. So let me cut up here. But I just think if you've got this stamp set, I immediately thought I can make easy bits of ephemera out of it. Nice little bits for clusters and whatnot. There we go. That's how it does it, nice and smoothly. Brilliant. Do that one. It helps if you've got a nice flat bit of paper, Jez, which that side wasn't. There we go. Going down in there. There we go. Couple of bits for the bin. Managed to not have that go under because it curled up, but it doesn't really matter. There we are, like those. So that's my circle ones. Move them out of the way a moment. So I was gonna see if 3/4 no good, the inch, so it would leave a margin around the outside. But that's still okay. Quite happy with that. So it's the circle, they're the ones that are a bit more problematic to get the right shape. I just nipped myself there. Can you see? I nipped there. It hurts. I might have said a rude word. I am making it difficult for myself. There are, you know, sometimes, you know, when your brain just goes smooth and you can't think, and it's like, that'll do. That will do. There we are. So you could, it's fairly easy to cut it, to be fair. And you don't want perfection in junk journal anyway. That's why I find it so appealing. There we are. That'll do. So, got them. I've got a little bin on my desk for all this. I was fed up of chucking little bits of paper at the bin in my room, just chucking, and it landing everywhere but the bin, because it kind of floats down. So I had this idea of making my own bin. So I say these ones with straight edges, much easier. Probably, if like me, you should wear glasses for close-up work, now's a good time to put them on. And then you don't cut it really close to the line and basically cut the line off like I've just done there. So, like that. The other option, which is often my preferred way, is to use a ruler, and then you get a nice ripped edge. It's also a bit quicker. There we go. But they're really cool. I like them, particularly the ones with little bits of holes in. And that's like one sheet. Gonna get oodles. Oodles from one sheet. Could do this watching the telly. On a plane. Going on a plane soon. And I was thinking I ought to pack a little craft kit for the plane, because I can't imagine that I'll be able to sit there and do nothing. I'm not good at that. And it is 2019 was the last time we went on a long haul flight. Do you know, I'm going to leave that one at the top. I'm going to leave that like that. Like it. And whereas I would normally just watch the 65 million films that are on offer, do I want to keep that in my little scrapbox? Probably. I'm not sure if I can just sit and do that now. I'm not sure what I can actually take though. I know I can't take a pair of scissors, obvs. Could I take a metal ruler? Because I can tear with a metal ruler. Or should I just take my travel junk journal that I made, especially for the trip, and just write a few things in it from the journey so far? And I'm wondering about, can I take a glue stick? I won't be able to take liquid glue, would I? Well, I don't know. Don't know. Any crafters out there been on long haul flights? What sort of craft kit can you carry on to do on the plane? We are flying to JFK. So it's about, we're only staying overnight in JFK, that's not where we're going on holiday. it's about 7 hours. And it's daytime, so it's no sleeping. And then I've got a 2-hour flight the next day. I can cope with that. Bobs. But, and then I think we change in Miami on the way home. I think it's about 11 hours from there. I mean, that will involve sleep, if I can actually sleep, which I can't always. So yeah, what sort of crafting could I do on the aeroplane? Will I be allowed to? So I was thinking I could take a glue stick and I could do some masterboards. I could take a little travel collage kit with me. Could have a few of these in it. Make some masterboards. Could do things ready to go in the journal that I'm writing in. And I'll be running around like a headless chicken with lots and lots of things that I've got to do in the run up to go in, and then sort of sit and do nothing. I can't do it. Can't do it. So that's those. Oh, we've got these this side up. So I'm loving how these are turning out. Very cool. Yeah, so I've got loads to do before we go away. I've got a weekend craft event, which I have to make 40 swaps for, and do an inspiration station. So I've got a few projects still to make. I've made a few. I'm having a break from it by doing things like this. I've got to make sure that I've got enough videos in the bag. So I have been frantically videoing. I did 3 yesterday. The first one today. And then they need editing. So this morning I was editing 2 of the 3 I did yesterday. One of them didn't need any editing. Not that the others needed much, but I always do a little bit of speeding up if I've gone over the hour. Try not to. So I kind of want to make sure I've got an example of each done, and then we can make something with it. Just snip, Jez. That's too wee. And I say doing them in different colours would be a good idea. I forgot about that I was changing colours. So have I got an example of them all? Right, how to work it out. Collect, specimen, circle, circle, wee one, that one, and that one. Yeah, I have got one of each, at least one of each. Right, so they look tray cool. So I might have a look at some of my unfinished tags and maybe put some on it. So we shall just pause a moment. Okay, so cleared the decks a little bit. So there they are. So I've got these. So I made these on holiday. I went on last year in the UK. So this was just brown paper bag. That was just I'm just creating little backs by just gluing things together. So this was Stampin' Up catalogue that I happen to have that I was using as a glue thing, just to have a basis for a tag. And then I did these not that long ago. These were just, I was just gluing encyclopedia papers together to create things. So they would make the basis of tags I like. I'd have to put coffee stuff on at the back there, but I like the fact that you can see through as well. Obviously we need a little bit more than just these, Jez. They would need some other things, so let me get my small fussy cuts as well that I've got down. So what sort of things could we add? So in here I've got loads of things. So these are all things that I cut out with my scan and cut that's ready to go on. So those are paper dolls I did myself. Got lots of tickets, words, butterflies, different sizes that I can pull in. So I like that colour, that's a bit different. Okay, need to take that hole out. Take the little one. Can't see a thing. That's because it were clogged up. There we go. Nice. We'll have that, we'll have that. I might have. Fancy her leaning on something. She's quite big. Have I got a smaller version of her? Mind you, it's quite a big tag, this. Go for it. She reminds me a little bit like the Wizard of Oz witch on a broomstick. So she could be leaning on that. And cool. I've suddenly got 65 million things out on my desk and we can't see what I'm doing. 29th of June? No, it's not. That's quite a nice little thing going on there. Should we have this side up? I'll have that behind her head. That looks quite cool. Fancy something in the background. Elongated going down. Don't know what. Don't know what. I am looking around for my collage fodder box. So I got this lovely shoe box, which is hard to show, but it kind of is held shut by the ribbon, and I just got things on here which I thought, there's lots of little scraps when you make things. I just had these things lying around on the desk and I thought, collage fodder, and I need something for a collage. I want something long, so maybe that. So when you use different things, so I thought that was just handy dandy. It's not very long though, Jez, is it? You wanted something long. So that's really not what I was after. So not what I was after. In there. I'm having a rummage. it's not got the sort of thing I'm thinking about. Ooh, what about something like that? Just something underneath. Break it up. Quite like that. Quite like that. I might as well get a stencil so that, don't want snowflakes, that just fell down. That kind of creates a nice background. So without adding any bulk, but it adds a bit of texture. I was just going to do take Cajun Craze because I think that's quite a nice colour for the ticket. I was just intending on doing clusters, and here I am making a tag. Don't know what colours on this one, if any. There we go, a little bit of a different colour going on there. There, that's added a bit of something. Right. She needs a bit of something as well. I don't like her white edges. I usually cut them so that they're not got white edges on them. Can't find me spongy do. There it is. I do usually do this afterwards, but do you know, I cleaned my desk yesterday, ready to film, and today I left a few bits on there thinking it'd be reet, and it's not. So I have learnt, I think it was Kerry Griffiths, Kerry the Crafter, who was saying, he did a wonderful video on sort of de-stressing, taking the stress out of crafting, and one of the things was about having a tidy space, and he wasn't saying about you have to immaculately tidy up, but if you're finished with things, so like those stamps I've just used, I'm probably not going to use them now, and I could have put them away, but I didn't. There, that's better. And I think this needs a bit on it as well. That'll do. So I might actually, having said I'm not doing anything, I am actually now thinking that I might stamp in the background with a couple of these. There we go. That'll do. Justify having them out still. There we go. Right. Right mess. Can you actually see what I'm doing? So I'm going to glue that down. And then I'm going to, I think, make some clusters. Quick. So she's going to go about there. I haven't put this down. Just about. Put it down now. Before that glue fully fully dries. So if you're new to watching me, that's Cal glue in that little bottle. It's a glue we get readily here in the UK. It's a solvent glue, and it's a bit like Beacon 3-in-1 apparently. Not that I've used Beacon 3-in-1. So I'm hoping this will stick. It's shiny, should do. I like this, it doesn't make the paper wrinkle, and we don't have like visible glue lines. You know, sometimes I find, because I am a card maker as well, and I hate it when you stick a layer of card down and you see the line. Don't like it. Putting that behind your head, aren't I? So I'm a bit fussy. So if you think about how much you might have paid for labels like this, and I've just made my own, it's sort of like justifying the expense of that stamp set, which of course I'd use for many more projects. There we go, and then I'm gonna stick that there. So she's anchored. That's another Kerry thing. Don't have your paper dolls floating. They should be anchored on something. Might have him over there a little bit more. No, put it back there. There, stuck in now. It's stuck now. So there we go. And just to pick up some of the edges there that won't have been inked. So it needs a bit of paper on the back. I've got some up here somewhere. Stick that on the back. Oh, word! I've just seen a word. We like to put words on our tags and things, don't we? So let's stick a word on. Something inspirational. Just give it a good squeeze out on the back. Oh, it's this end, just not that end. There we go. Oh, I will wear the things with floppy sleeves, and then things fall on the floor. Oh well, it's there. It's there. I'll pick it up after. So then we need tag top. I will put my little fastener in. Not fastener, you know, middle hole. Right. Oh, nearly knocked my water bottle over there. I'm gonna corner round. Like that. Oh, I could do some of that stamping on the back as well, couldn't I? Get a bit of second generation. Going on. There we are. Stamp desk, Jess. There we go. And then she just needs a bit of ribbon. Bit of ribbon in the top there. What have we got? That's not your ribbon drawer. Got that? No, I don't want that. Oh, I know what I've got. Just let me think. There. That. Nice colour to go with that. I think that is. I think that's good. Gonna poke it through that wee hole. It's quite a stiff ribbon, this. Yeah, got it through. Don't break on me. I've had that happen before. I'm just looking at the time now. I'm not going to have a chance to do clusters, so that can be another video. That's going to pull it. Right, we'll be doing that. That's going to pull that off. So we'll just do it like that. Do it like that. And then we'll just tie it there. Just happen to have a little bit of linen thread. You were in the right place. You've got a knot in you. I'll cut you off. Tie a knot. Double knot. There we are. Move some things out of the way so you can focus on what I've made. There is my little tag. Done with those bits, and so I will bring you another video where I'll make some clusters with these things. How cool is that? Okay then, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye now.